4 plus 9, 43.
I'm just live. That simple, huh? That's cool. Yeah, I am live. All right. Start to push this out. Figure some music on here. The vibe's on.
Let me put you on game. Don't listen to people who lose, or you'll do the same. Stop talking to people who don't give a fuck what you say. Stop spending your money on weed, go hop on a plane. Stop pointing the finger and start taking some of the blame. Let me put you on game. The money is up and it's down, it's just how it goes. Everyone's going through something that nobody knows. Relax, stay in your lane, leave people alone. Don't buy a car and a chain when you don't have a home. Don't worry about having a lot of friends, you only need one. Pussy is cool, it's better, it's making a dream come. Value your time, value your happiness, value your freedom. Fuck where you got your degree from. Let me put you on game. Don't listen to people who lose, or you'll do the same. Stop talking to people who don't give a fuck what you saying. Stop spending your money on weed, go hop on a plane. Stop pointing the finger and start taking some of the blame. Let me put you on game. Control your emotions, most of the time it's really not worth it. Don't be ashamed and beat yourself up for not being perfect. Don't be entitled, the world doesn't care if you think you deserve it. Don't fall in love with someone until you know what's beneath the surface. Protect your space, people are energy vampires. Once you get burnt, don't put your hand back in the damn fire. Fuck the potential, you should assume they're not gonna change. You know it's okay to cut people off, don't be afraid. Let me put you on game. Don't listen to people who lose, you'll do the same. Stop talking to people who don't give a fuck what you say. Stop spending your money on weed, go hop on a plane.
What's up, guys? I see we have a couple people live right now. I'm just putting this out right now, actually. I wonder if I can email. Give me a second, guys. How do I email everyone that's bought one?
Believe what you see, you gotta be dumb to believe what you heard. Don't double back on your word. Let me put you on game. Don't listen to people who lose, or you'll do the same. Stop talking to people who don't give a fuck what you say. Stop spending your money on weed, go hop on a plane. Stop pointing the finger and start taking some of the blame. Let me put you on game.
So that's not a feature just through here? Or you wouldn't know? Nah, through Shopify.
To get all their emails in the consultation.
Like, you know how on Luma you can just send out an email to everyone that's registered?
Yeah.
Alright, I think you can do that here. Okay, cool. What's up, guys? I see we got 6 people on. What's up? I'm gonna go ahead and get started here in probably like 5 minutes. Just want to crank this out to everyone real quick. Let me see here. How's everyone doing in the chat? What's going on, guys? Appreciate everyone that's on. Let me go ahead and send this out real quick, and then we're good to go. What do I gotta do here? All right, here we go. All right. Let's see. Where's this stream actually? Hold up. What's good? What's good? Oil about to hit entry. Awesome, guys. Cool. I know DXY is kind of playing off that zone right now as well. Give me a second. I need to verify something here. Can you guys hear this music? Yeah, man, it's a question. For Shopify, it says the sender email. It's just collab@mytradingdesk.com.
Yeah, it's like a redirect email. So when your customers see it, they'll see that, but it'll come from your actual email. That way you kind of keep your email more private.
Oh, okay. But I need to verify that thing?
Probably. Otherwise you can just leave it like an email. My trading desk, that person.
Gotcha. Maybe send this email.
Get the upgrade? It's the same shit.
And then it goes to this email.
What the fuck? Yeah, man. You just upgrade features. They enhance her AI so she can actually hold a conversation. Yeah, ask her yourself. What am I thinking about?
Hi, I'm a program in the ship's interface, not a psychic.
All right, cool. Well, yeah, feel free to share this around, guys, if you want. I'm about to just let the people know.
Upgrade's crazy. Oh yeah, revert last command and run simulation.
All right, cool. So, guys, what I want to do right now, let me pause this music. I want to show you all kind of the purpose behind everything. You know, like why is it that I'm doing this trading journal? You know, what's the purpose behind this? How can you use it best? You know, the best way to go about doing all this. So that's what I want to do on today's stream. I want to make sure I'm not in. This is not the best view, actually. Give me a sec, guys. All right, here we go. I'm chilling over here. This might be better. All right. So guys, I'm going to be sharing my screen. I'm going to be walking through kind of the mindset behind this whole thing. And this way you guys can, you know, definitely get a better understanding of how to use it and everything. And I believe you guys are going to love it, like absolutely love it. So check us out. Let me share my screen here. Right, let me know if y'all can see this. Perfect. Gets really trippy, right? All right. So anyways, guys, right now you're looking at the dashboard of the desk, and it's broken down. You know, there's different sections for different purposes. You have your daily habit tracker as well. So the mindset behind doing something like this is I wanted to give you guys something where it's a structure. It's not just, hey, this is how to trade, this is how to journal, this is how to backtest. I wanted to actually give you a guide, and then also ask and give you the questions so that you can ask yourself, what do I need to do my way, through my personality, to be able to actually, you know, get the ultimate result that I want. So with that being said, as you guys can see, everyone that's bought one, you just click right over here, right? Or right over here. So if you don't have this, you would go, or once you've downloaded this, you go to start customizing this template, go to the top right corner and click duplicate. So you want to duplicate this for yourself, and then you'll be able to kind of modify it in whichever way that you want. So that's the key. You want to be able to modify it whichever way that you want. So I have the chat here. I can read the chat. It's right next to me. So you guys have any questions, just make sure you ask in this chat, and then use it to your maximum. But let's dive into it. Right. So here's the front screen, the home screen. You have the trading plan on the left side, journal in the middle, and testing on the right. As you guys can see, there's some key quotes and things, and these are what really establish, I'd say, the mindset behind using something like this. And then you have the daily habits. Again, you guys can edit and modify these things to your liking. It doesn't have to stay the exact same way. I'm here to just give you structure more than anything. And so what I like is this is something that you can reset every single week. So for example, today we were up relatively early, worked out before we traded, didn't get a meditation in, but did get this mindset management into play. Live trading session is basically over in 17 minutes. We do have some news, but that's okay. Journaling, not done journaling yet either. So I wouldn't necessarily check this box. Now, from there, building the business, backtesting, your own personal finances, these are things that you can add to your own tracker, right? These are things that can, have something to do with trading. Maybe it doesn't. Backtesting, I don't backtest every single day by any means, but this is something that's still really important. So I want to make sure that, you can see, okay, what days am I backtesting? Am I doing this at least once a week? And then personal finance. Trading isn't finance, right? They're two different things. So being aware of your financial situation, having, healthy saving, investing, right? Not overspending. So just being familiar and being aware of your money situation is part of the trading process, right? How much are you with, if you are withdrawing at this point, how much is going into savings, how much is going to being reinvested, how much is going to funded accounts, new ones. So this is more so for day to day, and so you can kind of keep yourself organized, and you can see, Monday, this way you can also start to see, okay, well, on Monday I didn't wake up early, I woke up late, and this day I actually ended up losing, and maybe you'll start to see some habits on what starts to happen. Right. So any questions you guys have, just let me know. That way I can walk you guys. I can answer any questions in the chat here. And then you guys can share this as well with people who maybe have or don't have this journal quite yet. So right here, right, we have welcome to my trading desk. We went over that. So the trading plan outline, right? The trading plan outline. So here you have, I have a quote here that's, all of our lives are too unique to copy the path of someone else. To bring meaning to your life, to bring value into your life, you need to learn and master yourself. All right? You need to learn and master yourself. So the reason I put this here is there's amazing traders that you can follow, and they have a specific way of doing things, and you should take some of those and implement them, but you might not be that exact person, right? You maybe have to switch your entries or your exits to a intraday instead of a swing trade, right? You may have to do certain things a little differently, so it's okay. So what I did is I gave you guys a structure so that you can do things your way. All right. Now I see in the chat we have a question about, what do you think about using Rocket Money for tracking finance? I'm not too familiar. I've seen ads, but I've never used Rocket Money, so I don't know for sure. But to keep it simple, what's going out and what's coming in, right? There's reoccurring expenses that you have, and there's some that are not, right? So at least get as much of the reoccurring things, understand how much that is, of what's leaving your pockets, understand how much is coming in, and then see what you can afford to invest, spend, or invest or save. And then, obviously you want to continue to grow the income. So let's start with the first part, right? Pre-trading routine. This was meant to kind of slow you down, All right, but most people just markets open, you dive in, and it's just chaos, right? It's like let's go make some money. So the intention here is so that you can ask yourself the right questions. You can be conscious. You can have a conversation with yourself. For example, being conscious of your energy. Are you alert? Do you feel physically well? Are you aware of your emotions? Are you feeding your body in terms of, it doesn't have to be just food, but water, sunlight. Um, I was watching a video of Andrew Huberman. And he said one of the best ways to just really wake up is to get in front of the sun as fast as possible. The faster you're in front of the sun, the more you'll start to wake up, and that more natural that happens. So, do these things, and this way, okay, I actually feel good. Like I'm ready to use my brain and to put money on the line or not. Again, set an intention before you start analyzing. So, for me, my intention is to be disciplined to my plan, follow the plan to a T, and then a reminder, right? Detach from the outcomes and connect to the process. So we want to be highly, highly, highly aware of what it is that we're doing. Not so much just, okay, I want to make X amount of percentages. It's like, what am I doing? That's what matters most. So from here, I have a quote here, right? There's no holy grail strategy. Becoming disciplined to the plan that you have built is the only way for long-term success. Through testing, reflection, and adjustments, you develop enough evidence to run your plan confidently. The evidence is what gives you confidence. When you can do something the right way over and over and over again, that gives you confidence, right? Confidence doesn't come from just, affirmations. It comes from having proof. And so from there, guys, here I've broken down like some trading strategies, and I've broken it down to different aspects of trading. You have exiting the market, entering the market, your risk management, and your trade management. So when it comes down to this, I want you to, these are questions to ask yourself, or suggestions. Establish an exit prior to entry. Have a strategy for when you're getting out of the market, and know what to do when it's live, like a live trade management. So when the market is live, what am I doing? For example, we traded US 30 together this morning, and we took a setup. We took this buy setup, right? And so we managed this trade a specific way. And this is still running right now, right? We took a small 35-point stop, and the market is cruising. We're like at a 4-1 right now. And so, cool. How am I managing my stop loss throughout this type of scenario? Do I have rules? Like, are there structure rules that I follow? And then what's your take profit strategy? Are you getting out at a specific risk reward? Are you getting out based on, the market and what it shows you? So you want to know these, and you want to set these for yourself. I have my own ways of exiting the market, and you can have your own. And the thing is, when you set these rules for yourself, you want to follow them for, 50 trades, 100 trades or so. And then you reevaluate. Maybe you do it month by month. Okay, the whole month, maybe you took 20, 30 trades, 50 trades, whatever it is. Look back, and the better journaling you did, the more proof you're going to have that it works or it doesn't. So you want to have that. Now that's for exit strategy, right? For entry strategies, again, you have probably you might have 1, 2 different ways that you're getting into the market. So you want to be able to have a duplicatable process. You don't want to just randomly do different things. The reason that you want to have specific ways of getting into the market is because you want to know long-term, can I trust this setup? If I see it, can I just take it? Because I know throughout, 100 trades, turns out I'm profitable, right? Or maybe you have to make adjustments. So have those confirmations, and you can write these out here for yourself as well. Set your confirmations here. Then, here we go. I'll add that there in case people don't realize what they got to do. Cool. So then risk management, right? Okay, here I'm keeping track of the chat. With risk management, you want to know right here, okay, what's my risk percentage for specific setups? Maybe with one type of setup, you're risking 0.5%. Maybe with a different type of setup, you're risking 0.25%, or maybe under different situations, right? Maybe with your live account, if it's your own real account, your own money, maybe it's a specific risk. With funded accounts, if you're doing challenges, then maybe it's a different type of risk. When you're finally funded, maybe it's another type of risk. So ask yourself these questions so that you know what to do. And with the risk percentage, and this isn't I meant this is not meant to be a fully, risk management training, but you gotta know, you gotta feel it out. Okay, if I'm risking 1% per trade, what happens when I lose 3 in a row? And you might not feel good. You might start making mistakes. You might start doing things that you normally wouldn't. You might start breaking your plan. So you want to know, what's that threshold? If I lose 3, 4 in a row at 0.5%, am I still going to do things properly? Yeah, I think I would. So then that's a good number, right? So figure that out and what number that is for you. Establish a daily loss limit, whether it's money or trades, right? Now you don't have to do these things. So maybe if you lose, X amount of money in a day, then okay, I'm done. Like I'm not seeing something right. Maybe it's the emotions, maybe the technicals, but this is something you can do. Or trades. Maybe you lose 4 trades in a row, or 4 trades, 3 trades in a day, 2 trades in a day, and you're done. So set that up for yourself. Now, in terms of what risk percentage will you use? So if it's trending, hey, I'm going to use this amount. If it's a counter trend trade, maybe you use less. Maybe you cut your risk in half. And guess what? You have a trading journal that we're about to go into. So maybe it turns out that you're a really good counter trend trader. And maybe you end up risking the same. And maybe you risk more in a counter trend than a normal trend. So you want to just see the proof, and you want to do these things. You want specific rules so that you can have a duplicatable process. All right. And then here's just some examples, right? If liquidity is present in your setup or a correlating asset, what is percentage of your risk, if any? So would you still take a trade? And then with trade management, right? What are your stop loss management rules? So just being conscious of, when do you go break even? When do you trail, right? How are you setting up your risk to reward? And do you have an exit strategy, a manual exit strategy? So again, this is just for the trading plan, the outline, so that you know how to build your own plan and you're doing things in a duplicatable fashion. Now, of course, after you're done trading, you want to journal, right? You want to journal. Don't skip this part. But before we go into that, I do want to show you the trade setup models section. Here's where you're basically breaking down step by step your confirmations, right? So confirmation 1, maybe you look for structure. So you can add an image of structure, and okay, this is what I'm looking for, this type of scenario. Confirmation number 2, okay, what does, and maybe for your second confirmation, you're looking for liquidity in the market. So cool, you can add that there. So what you want to do is you want to be able to duplicate. So obviously you have more than 3 confirmations, more than likely. Okay, cool. You can click this button here. You can duplicate that. And now you have another confirmation. And you can rewrite this, you make it 4, confirmation number 4, and so on and so forth. So just something that you guys can be doing. That way, exactly. Same thing. If you need to add another image, you can just click this button, duplicate it, and now you have another image that you can add, okay? So this is how you can always adjust it, customize it. You guys can change all the colors, turn it into whatever it is that you want. It's completely personal. Like it's so that you can personalize this thing, okay? So, and then from here, once you have all your confirmations separate, then you can put in your entry model. So maybe you're looking for this, and then once you have something like this, then you get in the market. So in this example, this is from Kevin, one of his trading setups. He's looking for the 4-hour structure, and he wants to trade on the discount of the 4-hour structure. And then from there, once he's in his point of interest, he's looking for a 15-minute change of characteristics or structure break or whatever. And then that's when he's looking for his trade. So maybe this is what the type of setup that he would take. Like, just understand completely on what it is that you're looking for. So you can see in this circle, he has this setup. And then in this circle, he has a 1-minute time frame entry that he's looking for. So that's what you have. And this is just one way so that you know exactly what you're looking for. Now, this is for one setup. If you have a different type of setup, then you can do it again, right? So you can now copy this and then make it happen for an entirely different setup model. All right. And so what I'll do is I'll actually give you guys a little more customization in a little bit. But that's now the trading plan outline, the trading setup models, and how you guys can do this. Let's dive into the trading journal. This is probably the number one reason why most people get something like this. And your trading journal, right? Discipline is a bridge between goals and accomplishment. So we want to be able to do and follow the right plan. So this should be basically representing your exact plan, right? Your plan should be here, just spread out. So here's an example of a trade we took on was it Friday? I think Friday night, right? It was S&P. Yeah, so there's a date, what we traded, right? I put some here. You guys can add whatever it is that you trade. You can just add it here. If you need to add something, then it's pretty simple, right? It's pretty simple. Here you can just, when you go to clicking asset, you can click edit property, and here you can just add whatever it is that you want. So options, let's say, what do I don't have on here? So let's say it's oil, right? US oil. Cool. Added it. There it is. Now if I want to customize this, I can, change the color. So you can do whatever you want with something like this. I'll just make it green, or I'll make it yellow. Okay, so there you go. And now you have added something. So you can do that with everything, or you can add different things. Some people take I trade mitigation entries, and then I'll take a shakeout setup. Those are mine, right? That's what I would trade. Some of you trade, maybe you're trading harmonics. So cool. Maybe you're trading Elliott wave. Maybe you're trading whatever it is that you're trading. Support, it doesn't matter, right? But you want to just know what setups am I taking and how effective are they? What direction are you going in? Over time, maybe you realize, man, I win when I'm buying, but I lose when I'm selling. Maybe I should just stick to buying under these market conditions. Mindset, right? So when you're entering the market, what is it that you're feeling? Is it fear, greed? Are you confident? Are you just relaxed? What is that emotion like? So we want to know, because this will end up leading, because all this is doing is you're basically just making a data analysis about yourself, right? We're figuring out who we really are and why is that we're doing the right or wrong things. And then before you actually take the trade, what did you consider before you traded? Well, okay, I looked at my confirmations. I, did an emotional, I checked my mindset, feeling good. And the confirmations were set. I looked at divergence. So cool. Everything was set in play. What was the quality of the setup, that you liked? Did you like, this is pretty solid, 4, maybe a 5. What was the outcome? Right. We ended up winning this trade. And then how much did I make percentage wise? What was the risk to reward? And then after the trade's over, reflect, right? So took trade not on master account, so the trade didn't get duplicated to the rest of my accounts. Logistical error on my end, we'll check account before taking trade. So I ended up taking this trade as the actual trade that I took, and I took it on one of my accounts, but it wasn't my master account. It wasn't the one that sends it to everything. And so I only ended up taking it on one, and my actual lot size was 7 times under leverage because I was on the wrong account. It is what it is. Trading plan was discipline, and then I have the chart work, right? I have the before and after. So I took this out, and then it is what it is. So when we look at this, now you can type it out through here. So you click this button, open, and then you'll literally have it all here. So this is the way that I would approach it. And then you type in your risk to reward, before and after. And then you guys can also add images here if you want. You can just put a picture of the actual chart if you'd like to do that instead. So for example, here's the link, right? Here's the link to the setup. Now you can save this as an image if you want. And then you can have the image just right here if that's what you like better. One thing that I do is, since I manage a lot of different funded accounts, I will type out, right, my forex funds, and then I'll put how much I made or lost, and then the percentage. And then I track all of them. My forex funds, that's CMO, Funded Trading Plus, et cetera, et cetera. And so I'll have them listed so I know how much I'm making and losing across the board, right? And then when the week is over, type in the date here, right? Here you can add, so for example, let's say week one, you just replace week one dates and literally put the date, right? February this to that. That way you're doing things properly and you're keeping track, and then just reflect on the week. How did the week go? You have the week in front of you. So you can look at it and go, you know what, these days were great. This day didn't go so well. I felt good about it for this reason, this reason, this reason. I can make these changes. I got to start waking up earlier, whatever the reflection might be. And then you can see, right? So here you can put, two, 2.3 to 2.8, right? Let's just say it's an example. And then you can put plus, 2.3%. So that way you see how your week went. So something like this has an idea of what you guys can be doing week by week. Now, is this making sense? Make sure to drop any questions in this in the chat here. If you guys have them, drop any questions there. So that's what this looks like. And you have every single month for the year set up for yourself. So you can go and check everything. And then finally, back testing, right? This is where you really develop as far as your strategy. So the trading journal, guys, that's where you probably should spend most of your time, is in the trading journal. This is where you want to be thorough. You want to reflect. You want, okay, look, man, I've been losing all these S&P trades. Maybe this isn't, maybe I should stay away. Or maybe you'll notice, okay, I would have won more, but I ended up winning small. And so when you have a small win, go through those trades and go, okay, why was this a small win? And then you'll see, okay, you know what? I went for a 5-to-1, but it only hit a 3-to-1. And so this way you're able to adjust and change and get better over and over and over again. But like I mentioned, in your trading journal, right here, give me a second. Full width, there we go. This is much better now. So you can go, and so now let's wrap this up with backtesting. Now, backtesting, most people only backtest when they're getting into the market, the entries, and which is good. You want to go over those things, right? You want to make sure, and you go, okay, well, I went back into the market. You go to TradingView, and then you can use your bar replay tool and all that good stuff. And you're looking at the market there, and all of a sudden, okay, here, let's go to, all right, so for example, here's a quick example. You know what? Let me go over here. I saw that the market looked like this, and I'm testing out an entry strategy. Okay, cool. Here's what this looks like. The market came down to here. I was looking to buy this. So, you have this entry, and then the market ended up doing the thing. Cool. So that might have been a successful thing. So you want to document all of these entry styles that you're taking, right? You want to be able to do that. So good things to have here. But remember, you don't want to just backtest where you're getting in. You want to backtest, how do I get out of the market? So maybe you start backtesting getting out of liquidity. Maybe you're backtesting getting out at a 2 risk reward, at a 3 risk reward, 4. So you want to document all of these things. And then same thing with risk management, right? You can go through, and maybe you go through your strategy, and your risk management is trading a 0.5% with the trend, 0.25% against the trend setups, and then you can go and see, okay, yeah, this is working out. I can afford to maybe expand my risk or reduce my risk, and that way you're just changing it up. Same thing with trade management. Maybe you go break even after you're up 25 points or 100 points or whatever it is. Okay, well, what works and what doesn't? So you want to know, okay, am I going break even maybe too soon? And you're testing and you're testing and you're testing. So this is what you want to do over and over and over again. Now, someone asked, how can we find those case studies? Which case studies, Vaughn? So you want to go through, I think you're asking about these backtesting stuff, or are you asking about the setups, the setup models? Let me know here in the chat. So with backtesting, right, you want to just you're not looking to you don't necessarily just have to backtest one pair or backtest one asset. What you want to backtest is the strategy, not so much the pair, because these strategies basically work across the board. Because I like to enter off of shakeouts and POIs. So yeah, I mean, you want to create your case studies, right? You want to create that. So here, let's say, you might rename this to shakeout setups, right? So then you want to go to NASDAQ and then just go pick, excuse me, pick a random date, let the market play out, print out, and then all of a sudden you see your setup. Okay, cool. Now it's time, right? Now it's time to take this type of setup. So that's something that I would do, guys. And then you're building your own, because this is the thing. You'll become very disciplined and confident when you look and you go, this is my proof that I'm successful doing these things. All right, guys. So if there's any other questions, now is definitely the time to ask them. Yeah, it's kind of like playing Where's Waldo, right? You want to go to the market, you want to simulate the market. So, okay, the market's playing out, and all of a sudden you see a certain scenario. Oh, okay, cool. Just like I showed you. Here's a setup. All right, well, what happens? This is what I would do. And then it does happen. And then if you lose, cool, document that. Okay, in this particular moment, this actually failed. And then you're going over and over and over and over again. So this is going to be saved. I'm going to be emailing this out to everyone that has one. And then I'll also drop this on my YouTube as well, just so you guys can have like here, let me stop sharing. That's what you guys can kind of have an understanding of the trading journal. And then, yeah, we can go from there. So yeah, I'm going to leave this here saved on my YouTube as well, just so you guys know what to expect if you don't have one yet. And then for those of you that do have one, if you left an email with me, then I'll email this out so you guys know exactly step by step what you should be doing and what you can be doing. And this way you guys are just crushing it and you're using this to the maximum, to the fullest. All right, guys. So it looks like there's not many more questions. This won't be the last time I do this. What I will be doing once a month is anyone that wants to, right? I'll be hosting a stream on here, and then I'll just be reviewing your trading journals and giving you guys feedback on what things you're doing well, what things we can do better. And on top of that, remember, if you do have a trading journal, or even if you don't, you also have an affiliate link. So you can, if you love this and you share it with someone else because you think they could benefit from it, then you get 17% of that sale. So you guys you're more than welcome to share this with the people that you're trading with, because I think this is an insane asset. Honestly, like I wish this would have existed. I wish I didn't have to make this. I wish someone else did a long time ago. So anyways, guys, appreciate your time. Appreciate your energy and your attention. And I'll see you guys next time. All right. Peace out.